Welcome to Press Reset, the Poogles Games podcast, the first Poogles Games podcast, where we talk about all the latest in gaming news, what we've been playing, our first impressions, and just reviews, just whatever we've been just playing, whatnot, just a casual gaming conversation. I am your host, Poogles, or Happy, or Michael. I don't necessarily know what I want to go with, but maybe we'll figure that out. But of course, I am here with my co-host, my JRPG correspondent, the Yellow Arrow, Casey. What's going on, Casey?
What's going on? What's going on? Happy to be here.
Now, I want us to talk about whether or not which name I should go with. I
Mhm.
feel like I do need to settle on one of them because I have so many names. I do have a very
Right.
prominent nickname. I also have my government name and then my YouTube name, and I don't know what to do anymore. And hopefully we can get to that. But I think we first have to address the elephant in the room, and that is what the hell we're wearing. Do you want to explain this?
Okay, so I thought it'd be funny if for the first episode I got you a gift.
Mm-hmm.
And you're wearing it, so you clearly like it. I didn't expect you to reciprocate with a gift of your own. Um,
Uh, yeah, for audio listeners. Oh, there. Okay, so Casey
yeah, you're gonna have to describe it.
Casey got me a shirt that says, or no, I got Casey a shirt that way. Can you stand up again? Because I can't
Yeah,
remember what
yeah.
it was. I'm not lazy. I'm just what is it? The other way. I'm just saving energy for my next gaming marathon. Yeah, I picked that up today while I was at the store because I had to get you because you've been playing this for a while and this seems like it was a bit that you were trying to do that I
Mhm.
still don't understand. And I guess it's my turn. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Uh, Mine says, just a boy who loves anime, ramen, and gaming, which isn't entirely true, but yeah. What was this? What was this all about?
Well, it was because I was trying to think of what lovely gift to get you, and then I just remembered a time where you walked up to me and said that anime was shit.
Okay, I didn't. Okay, pause. Come on, you can't do that to me right now. This is our first podcast. I don't mind anime. It's just
Mhm.
not my cup of tea. But
Mhm.
that's it. You just want to give me a shirt. This is our first podcast. And you're making me for audio listeners. I just said what it was, but it's also a very bright pink shirt with an anime guy on here. Also, is this guy from anything? Is
No,
this
I
like
don't know. I think honestly it was just I just saw it on Amazon. It looked like you.
yeah? So I went to the store today and I was like, you know what? We're gonna be recording tonight, and I should get him something as well. And that was literally like the only thing that they had because the store that I went to, it was they have like that kind of end cap where they just have a bunch of just graphic tees, and most of them are
Mhm.
just like beer and rock bands. But then there was like the one that I saw that was just this is perfect. This is the one.
Mhm.
There's the only option I have. But Casey, what do you think I should I should go with? Because like is Poogles the brand or is it me? Because I don't think it's me. But
Oh, what do you mean by that?
well, I don't think I'm Poogles. I just think like originally when I came up with Poogles, or at least when I settled on the idea of like I'm gonna call the channel Poogles,
Mhm.
I wasn't thinking like I am Poogles because that's a story for another day. But it's not me. Um, but no, I don't think that's me. But then again, I go to the next two things where it's either my government name or the game that like a lot of people call me. And I think that
Mhm.
you call me, right?
Yeah, that's all I call you.
But then is that the professional way to go about it? Do I just go by Happy? I'm like, I'm emailing important people, you know? Do I go by Happy?
Well,
Because if I just say, hey, mine, I'm happy, okay, I'm glad, like people react. I've done it before where people have been like, okay,
mhm.
I'm I'm upset right now. Nice to meet you.
Mhm.
So what do
I
you
think
think?
that happy has a really nice ring to it though, and it's lasted so long, and so many people know you as that. You know what I mean? And I get your whole thing with not wanting to be called Poogles, but if that's the case, I think that just has a nicer ring to it. But it's
I,
entirely up to you.
no, I don't mind it. I like Happy. I like going by Happy, but
Hmm.
you never know. You never know because it does feel like I gotta call you Happy. All right, man. It's like if you know me, then like yeah, you're happy. But if you're just like if I'm just meeting someone, I'm like, hey, I'm happy. They're like, what? Whatever. Though.
Hmm.
Anyways, we got a show for you, but not really because honestly, okay. So we've been talking about for a while that this is what we wanted to do. We wanted to have a podcast where we just talk about the latest in gaming news and just have a casual conversation about you know what's happening in gaming and what we've been playing. And honestly, I feel like it's a kind of a bad week for us to start our very first episode on because
Hmm.
there's a lot that or there's not a lot that really happened this week.
Yeah.
We kind of missed it by a week with GTA, but I do want to get to GTA still. And this
Yeah.
whole episode might just turn into GTA, but there are a couple newsworthy things that we want to get into. So, um, you just want to jump into it?
Yeah. Let's just jump into it.
All right. So, a couple newsworthy things that we found that we believe that would probably just something at least that we can at least talk about. And I think one of them, the first topic, is Helldivers 2.
Hmm.
Let me pull this up. So Helldivers 2 recently just got an update, and this comes from an article from Kotaku. Helldivers 2 is calling players back to defend Super Earth in one of the most important updates to yet. This is an article by Ethan Gotch. He says, fans are collectively shitting their pants and racing back to defend Super Earth as one of Helldivers 2's most consequential updates since launch hits the galactic airwaves. The latest content drop adds weapon customization options, new enemies, and a bunch of fresh fixes as everyone prepares to defend against a new Illuminate threat emerging from a traveling black hole. Um, this game again and again continues to just surprise the hell out of me.
Hmm.
It is so fascinating that they can pull off just these random events to just bring back people. I don't think we see it ever in any other game. It's so sudden that speaking for myself, I want to jump back into this. And
Hmm.
I I think it's funny how clever they kind of word this where it's not the biggest update, but it's the most consequential update
Yeah.
because of the narrative and everything that's been surrounded about this game. Um, it's so it's so fun to see this game just continually just again and again just update and update for things that
Right.
really don't impact the gameplay of it all, but still kind of just introduce reasons of coming back to it. And you don't see that a lot in games nowadays. It's always
Hmm.
just, you know, um, either like a new skin where you see it in like Call of Duty with
Right.
the 420 update with Seth Rogen.
The a millionth 420 update.
Yeah, I mean, what is going on there? But this is a game is doing the thing that games as a service I've been
Yeah.
trying to capture, which seems like capturing lightning in a bottle. Like no one can figure it out. And yet this game is continually just adding more and more stuff that is so small in
Mhm.
scale of every other studio trying to update their games, because in this case it's really just narrative. It's them just
Mhm.
kind of like moving puzzle pieces around, it's like
Right.
you're doing the same thing that you were doing on a planet like, you know, light
Yeah, it's
years
like
away, but now it's getting
right.
closer to super Earth and it becomes like
Mhm.
more real, being like, oh shit, this game is
Right,
getting
and
closer. This threat is getting closer to the thing that we've been defending for the last year. And it's fascinating that a game was able to pull and still is able to pull off something like
mhm.
this.
Yeah, and I remember like when like the first month the game came out, I remember people talking about this threat, like they were hinting at it for a while. And the fact it's finally here and so many people are brought back because of it. I played this update when it like a couple days ago I hopped back on it and I was just having a
Really?
blast. Like, yeah.
I was gonna ask you, I didn't even know if you actually even play this game. I'm sure I knew that you probably played this game,
Mhm.
but I didn't know that you were, still involved in it like a lot of people are.
Yeah, I took like a big break from it after like the initial hype. But once this update started getting
Same.
talked about again, I hopped back on it and it was just I was having a blast like it was the beginning again.
Yeah, I I I I mentioned how they added weapon customization options, and that's
Mhm.
interesting. 'Cause, I think the thing that stands out for me about Helldivers too, besides, like, the whole narrative around how there was, like, one man that was controlling the the whole universe and how everything shook out, like, in
Yeah.
real time, and that was really interesting, and seeing that unfold in real time, but,
Mhm.
I think the most interesting aspect about this game is that it is a live service PvE rather than it being like a
Mhm.
live service competitive game. Because rather
Right.
than having people come back for like the competitive changes, and like in every competitive game, there's always going to be like this season, this person's getting nerfed, this person's getting buffed, and there's always just a
Mhm.
back and forth, the meta changes, whatnot. And this game, it's not really about the stats in any weapons
Right.
or stratagems in this game. It was never about the numbers of the game. It was just really kind of came down just your skill in the game, which is probably the best thing any gamer can ask for in a game. Like,
Yeah.
it's not about numbers, it's not about grinding. It's literally just you're playing the game because of the enjoyment of the gameplay of the game, and then
Mhm.
just unlocking new things to change up how you play. So
Exactly.
they continually did that, and they had a misstep where I think it was like in the summer of last year where they added, like, nerfs to certain guns that people, like,
Yeah.
reacted pretty passionately about, um, but they corrected that. They understood that. Oh god, what is
Mhm.
this? A police
What
video?
just happened?
Um, but yeah, I think it's just so fascinating that this game still, over a year later has clinged on to the success of what made them gain that success to
Mhm.
begin with. It's just them really holding on to that PvE. Like even a year later, you think that they would add a different game mode or whatever, like a PvP or something, like a or a raid or something.
Mhm.
And I don't know what the sales are like now a year later, but it seems like they're still rocking. And
Yeah.
in fact, it's not in our notes right now, but they did just come out today and talk about that they are working on their sixth game, the studio,
Oh, really?
and they are fully self-funded because of the success of this game. So
Whoa.
they're down to work with PlayStation in the future. They love PlayStation is what they said, but they are fully
Mhm.
funded for their next adventure, and it's because of the success of this game, and
Mhm.
that's really really special. This game is very
Mhm.
special. It transcended. It's on the same tier as like at least in the looking at it at its face value, it kind of is doing the same thing that Concord did. You know, it's a live service PlayStation game
Yeah.
launched at $40,
Mhm.
and yet this game clearly succeeded
Yeah.
well above expectations. And Concord, meanwhile, that studio shut down. And here
Mhm.
we are just still seeing things from Helldivers that is unlike any other live service game.
Mhm. It's just it's so nice to see, especially during these times where it's just kind of like games come out and then they die so fast.
Yeah, and
It's just nice to see when that succeeds like this.
totally. I mean, they did everything that they possibly even when they tried making changes to the games, they they still corrected like they made a mistake
Yeah.
trying to make a change to the game because they thought that they were trying to make it a little bit more, competitive, entertaining, just make that grind more rewarding. And when they made those changes, people were like, What the fuck? This is a PvE.
Yeah.
Just let us just ball out. We want the explosives. We don't want to have to just worry about our guns not working and being better than the next gun. No, it's just all guns. You can really just play how you want, which is really
Mhm.
just you don't see that nowadays.
Yeah, definitely not.
Anyways, well, on to our next story.
Mhm.
We have what do you know, Casey, about Amy Hennig?
Can you tell me about it?
Amy Hennig?
Yeah, who is that?
Amy Hennig was the director for the at least, and correct me if I'm wrong, chat. The first three Uncharted games.
Mhm.
So, as someone, I don't know if you know this, but I'm a huge Uncharted fan. It was a game that surprised me during Christmas. Never heard of it. My mom bought it for me for Christmas, Uncharted 2. And it became one of my favorite series of all time. And that was thanks to Amy Hennig. And Amy Hennig is directing a game now, Marvel 1943.
Mhm.
Yeah, Marvel 1943. This comes from Game Informer. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra delayed to early 2026 to add more polish. It's going sounds familiar. GTA.
Right.
Skydance Skydance Games has delayed Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra to 2026, stating it will use the additional time to add more polish to the game. Rise of Hydra, which is led by Amy. Did I say Amy?
Yeah, you said Amy, right?
Okay.
Yeah, Amy.
Rise of Hydra, which is led by Amy Hennig of Jack and Daxter and Uncharted fame, was
Oh, okay,
initially
Jack
set
and
to.
Dax.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
You're gonna cut me off there. Well, like Jack and Daxter was your focal point with her,
Okay, listen, that's like
not
the one
Uncharted.
the
Whatever.
only Uncharted I know is the Tom Holland movie.
You Gen Z. Really? You've never played the Uncharted?
Never.
Add that to the stream. We're adding that to the stream. Look forward to that. We're gonna play
Mhm.
all three of them, or the
I'm down.
trilogy in one night.
One night.
Yeah, we're gonna go 12 hours. I think you could. How long? I'm no, God, they are kind of long. Okay, every night. Every night we'll beat one.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
God, what the hell, Casey? Come on. This is our first podcast. Shape up, man.
No,
What the
what do you
fuck, man?
mean?
You never played Uncharted?
Well, listen, I never got around to it.
I'm playing a Persona 5 for the fourth time. Whatever.
Listen, I've never played Uncharted, never been GTA 5,
Whatever. This is crazy. We're all adding this to the list. You know what? Matter of fact, we'll get to it later. While this delay is likely disappointing for Marvel fans excited about the single-player action-adventure team-up of Captain America and Black Panther, Azuri, T'Challa's grandfather, during World War II, it's not too surprising. The last time we heard about this game was in March of 2024 when Skydance released the first cinematic trailer for the game. We have an important update. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra will now be launching in early 2026. A statement from Skydance Games posted to X reads, taking this additional time will allow us to add more polish and make sure we give you the best possible experience and one that lives up to our vision. We have some exciting things in store and look forward to sharing more soon. So the first thing that I think about is where this game is actually at.
hmm
They announced that it was going to be out this year,
hmm
and now they're saying that it's going to be early 2026. That seems like we've only seen 2 trailers of it. What the hell, man?
Right. Real quick, I was about to say that.
My feed is just all kinds of just. I gotta remember that, man. This my feed. Like, listen, on my lunch break, just
Mhm.
seeing people get arrested. It's a lot of fun, you know. Just random ass people. It'd be like white girl went to go scratch off a lottery ticket and then
Th-
she's arrested. And it's just like that's the title. And it's just like, okay, I'm in.
This the pastime. This is
I'm in. All right. We'll see how this turns out. But yeah, I mean, they're scheduling for 2025. It was supposed to, we all assume, was gonna be fall. And
Mhm.
then but no one knew about the fall because of GTA, right? No
Right.
one wanted to commit to the fall deadline. So what do you do? And then delaying it now to the early 2026 is how early? When
Yeah.
do we get that? Because I don't know if most people would say early is May, but May is seeming like it's going to be taken up. May
Yeah,
May
that's
May is
that's
going to
not
be
the
taken
month you
up.
want to drop a game.
No, no, no. Because even if you drop it like early in the month, you're still going to assume that a lot of your talk, a lot of the narrative around your game is going to be word of mouth. And maybe it's
Mhm.
different because this is a Marvel game after all. Marvel games are
Yeah.
going to just everyone's going to be playing this game. It's a Marvel game, but you kind of want to steer out of this path as much as possible.
Mhm.
But if we're looking at it, this is a game that, I mean, we're looking at it right now. The graphics on this game, I
Yeah.
believe this is in Unreal Engine 5, and they're showing all the layers
Mhm.
of everything that they are doing for this game. And Amy Hennig is on the stage. I think this was from a press conference that they did last year. I think around Summer Games Fest. Um, yeah, you can see just all. Oh,
That's
I don't know if this is. I don't know. Is this it?
No, yeah, it is, isn't it?
I don't know. Anyways, yeah, it's interesting to see where this game. It's also disappointing though, because like the fact that they announced this delay after the fact that GTA got delayed, and they were
Yeah.
poised for the perfect opportunity of taking up that slot, because that's Marvel. Like, Let's be real. It's Marvel. They're gonna sell
It's
that
gonna
game.
get talked
Look at
about a
Marvel
lot, yeah.
Rivals. Marvel Rivals, great game. All right, sure,
Mhm.
whatever. But it's Marvel. It's Marvel that drove that game, and I think. Well, let me ask you this question, Casey.
Mhm.
Let me hit you with a hot take right now.
Okay, let me hear
Get
this.
the internet upset with you.
All
Um,
right.
if Marvel Rivals didn't have the Marvel IP, like it was the original
Mhm.
IP, like Concord, but it was still
Mhm.
as same gameplays, same good gameplay.
Right.
I think we can still agree that Marvel Rivals has good gameplay. If it wasn't Marvel, would people be looking down on Overwatch still? Because I feel like Marvel Rivals made people look at Overwatch even worse than what they
Yeah.
already did.
I I think of Marvel Rivals, if it the same exact game, same exact thing except without the Marvel title, I think it would fail. I don't think it would get far. Take a look at like a new shooter came out, Fragpunk. That is a really polished, really fun game, but no one's even giving it a chance. Everybody's just talking about it's going to be dead, this and that. People just won't give a game a chance anymore. And I think that because it's Marvel, people were willing to look past the hero shooter aspect of it.
Yeah, it's so hard to be a live service game nowadays,
Yeah.
especially for a game like Overwatch. Like, look at them. They have established themselves as a formidable
Yeah.
developer in game, and they are struggling for their live service game, which has technically been live since what, 2016? So
Yeah. 2016.
9 years. I mean, that's crazy. But anyway,
Though,
Marvel.
yeah, Marvel.
Marvel is what drives it all, and the fact that this is a Marvel game, does it do good in the early? Because I mean, hey, you know who else likes to be early in the year?
Hmm.
Resident Evil.
Ooh, that is
Where's
true.
Resident Evil 9? Listen,
They,
I think there's a lot of wiggle room that this game can just kind of just plop into, because
yeah,
I think as far as we know, this is just a single player game, right? I don't think we're
yeah.
expecting a big thing to blow out from over the year. So
Hmm.
I don't I don't think it's a problem. I think they're going to be just all right. I think it is kind of disappointing for them not to get ahead of the holiday season for this year,
Yeah.
especially when
It-
this holiday season is kind of cleared free because um, GTA was holding
yeah, it's
onto
out of
that
the
spot for
picture.
so long that no one else planted their spot besides Borderlands. That
Hmm.
yeah, it might be a missed opportunity, but should this game be scared of that 2026 slot? I don't think so. I think if this is a February, e- even a January game, I think that would be awesome. I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this footage.
I was about to say
If
that's.
this game looks like this, I mean, Jesus
I,
Christ.
do we know the gameplay of it yet?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe I'm not think. I mean, hey, that's the guy from Walking Dead. Remember?
Oh my god, that is, yeah. Yeah, I'm just because doesn't Marvel have like a rep of like a lot of their games gameplay not really like appealing? You know what I mean?
What do you mean? Well, appealing is in what way?
Like, the last Marvel game that wasn't Rivals was Midnight Suns, right?
Sure. I think that's. I don't think that stems from the Marvel
Hmm.
IP. I think that just stems from that it was basically a card game, turn-based
Hmm.
game,
Hmm.
and
Underrated, I may say.
you've played Midnight Suns.
I have played Midnight Suns.
Yeah, I mean, I think that just really just comes with the presentation of it all. I mean, looking at this
Yeah.
game, it's like, how can you not show this game to just anyone that was that went through the end game era and be like, this is a video game where you get to play these two characters during World
Mhm.
War II. I mean, you're not only getting Marvel fans and video game fans and Amy Hennig fans, but then also World War II fans and maybe even
Right.
like I'm gonna assume,
And
and this is my hope, uh, third person games, action
yeah.
adventure. I mean, that feels like the best case scenario. God forbid this is like a first person kind of game like
Mhm.
Cyberpunk. But originally, like with Cyberpunk, I wasn't jazzed about the idea that it was going to be first person, but
Mhm.
they pulled it off. So,
And I
same thing with Indiana Jones. But I, yeah, I don't know if you do that. But also, these are two heroes. I mean, they're fighting off right
yeah.
now that we're seeing on screen, but like
Well, I think tell me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think you play as two more characters.
two other. Yeah, I think there's someone on T'Challa's or not T'Challa's,
Uh,
Azuri's
yeah,
side,
Zuri. Mhm.
and someone else from oh what was their group called? Captain America's the Howling Commandos,
Oh.
like Dum Dum Duggan.
Mhm. Right?
Maybe that's the other
Yeah.
one. Yeah, I
I'm sure I'm
mean
not big in yeah.
the game looks great, and I think it's kind of going with like the same GTA, just not of this scale route of
Mhm.
like the game looks great. They're working in a new engine. They have well respected artists and designers and creators behind it, and they just want the best version of that game possible. And they want them to take as much time as they want.
Mhm.
Why not? I mean, you've
Yeah.
already invested this much in the game. It's not going to look great on the fiscal report, but that makes it better for the next year,
Everyone.
right?
Yeah.
When it's
Mhm.
actually good and gets great reviews. All right, Casey, I gotta ask you a question.
Oh no.
Did you watch Fallout?
Yep. All of season 1.
You watched all of it
Yep.
because this week we got a trailer for Fallout Season 2, or a teaser, if you want to call it.
Mhm.
And honestly, it's kind of weird that it's not on YouTube because like Amazon Prime did not post this
Mhm.
on YouTube. But they did post a little thing on X, and they said the holidays came earlier this year. We are thrilled to be ending the world all over again for a third season of Fallout. Oh, that's Fallout got renewed for a third season.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? The Fallout season 2 coming out this December?
Yeah, December, right?
Yeah, it seems like this December. Early
Yeah.
holiday or late holiday.
Mhm.
I watched a couple episodes of Fallout and I liked the couple episodes. I just did not finish it.
You should give it a finish. It's honestly really good. Um, I think that I don't know. I didn't play a lot of the Fallout games. I've only played a little bit of 3, a little bit of 4, and then a little bit of Vegas. Um, but I think it seems to get everything down, and uh, I don't know if you do. So, do you care about spoilers?
No.
Because you know they're where they're hinting at going for season 2, right?
Well, it seems like they're hinting at New Vegas, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, figured. But what is
yeah.
Walter Goggins doing being like an actor? Is that
Oh, yeah. You haven't gotten that far.
he was an actor?
Yeah.
Because the only version I saw of
Before,
him
yeah.
when he was outside of it, um, well, before everything happened,
Hmm.
was with his daughter at the beginning, of course.
Yeah, they have like a whole flashback episode where he was like a washed up like Hollywood star. I think if I remember correctly, it's been a while. Um, yeah, and then he worked with Vault-Tec to do like promos for the Vault.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. I mean, them going to New Vegas is what a perfect follow up
Yeah.
to a great season. You know, you're
Hmm.
capturing like even if people like didn't really if Fallout fans didn't love the series season 1, then at least they're getting probably the best version of the Fallout that they are familiar with. So the fact that
Hmm.
if they don't love the first season, then they're getting the thing that like, okay, well then how are they going to treat New Vegas? Because New Vegas
Right.
is obviously notorious for, in a lot of people's opinions, being the best Fallout game. So
Yeah. Mhm.
that's really fun. That's really fun that you can see just even looking at this trailer how
Mhm.
detailed like the show like the season before, but also just how fun they're having with it.
Mhm.
And now that they're gonna add New Vegas into the equation, oh my gosh! Imagine the fun that they're gonna have.
Mhm. It's gonna be nice seeing like the locations just live action,
Oh yeah,
like stuff like that.
yeah. I mean, that's the best part of the show. It's just like the sets and
Mhm.
everything just that they've been building around the show. You can really see the money in the show, and I think it goes a long way because if you look at like a lot of the Star Wars shows nowadays, not Andor. Andor's great. But a lot of the Star Wars shows where they just like shot in the volume and like there was like a very, very brief period where like, oh my God, this just looks so good. And then we all were like, okay, this is clearly shot in the volume.
Mhm.
And they're probably doing a lot of that bullshit here, but there's so many sets that are being built in this show that like I said, go such a long way of making this show feel very special, especially because of just how Fallout is and just being a very stylized game.
Mhm.
It's not set in any real time because it's like
Right.
set in the 60s, but it's retro futuristic, so there's a lot to play around with. It's very
Mhm.
fictional but very real at the same time, but they're able to interpret that in however way they want. And that leads for a show like this, doing the same thing, translating the game to a show and just having fun with it in the same way developers probably did 10, 15 years ago.
Mhm.
With having an advertisement with Nuka Cola, I mean, come on.
It's mhm.
It looks like a lot of fun. All right, next story on the list, Kingdom Hearts. They delayed a game. Gosh, I don't have it up right now, but they deleted Missing Link.
Mhm.
They canceled Missing Link. This was supposed to be a mobile game, and I don't know much about Kingdom Hearts, but you, like I said, are my JRPG correspondent. So, do you
Mhm.
have any thoughts about this?
So I Kingdom Hearts is really fun. I've been looking forward to this game, the fourth one. I didn't know there was a mobile game in development, but according to somebody else I know who is a massive Kingdom Hearts fan, people have been excited for this mobile game apparently. Like really excited.
I mean, I feel like a lot of Kingdom Hearts fans are kind of just eager for any drop of content that is
Yeah,
related to Kingdom Hearts.
especially since it's been
They
so
are
long since
a
anything.
selective group of individuals that if you love Kingdom Hearts, you love Kingdom Hearts.
Mhm.
And listen, I don't have much to say about Kingdom Hearts, but they they are a franchise that has transcended decades. That is the most unlikely thing of all time. That like the fact that Disney agreed to be part of
Mhm.
Final Fantasy. What? When was the first one? Early
It-
2000s?
Uh, two, Yeah, yeah, it would have to be because it was on PlayStation 2,
and
right?
they're still committed.
Hmm.
Like Disney is still committed to being part
It's
of this.
insane. Yeah.
So they did cancel the mobile game, but we did, I think it feels like as a consequence of the delay, we did get first screenshots
Right.
of Kingdom Hearts 4.
Mhm, which they look stunning. Like it's crazy.
And it looks like Mickey. Mickey's a playable character?
Oh yeah, you never played Kingdom Hearts.
Is was Mickey ever a playable character?
So if I remember, cause you legit have never played Kingdom Hearts, right? Not even
I
like
played a little bit on a DS, I think. But
okay.
yeah, no. This franchise is a blind spot to me.
Right. So it does look like you're playing as Mickey, but I just want to say how beautiful like the environments are. Like this is crazy looking. Like look at the lighting with the Mickey.
Yeah, but you would expect
Hmm.
for a game, especially a game of this magnitude, to at least be, have some money behind it. I mean, you got Square Enix
Yeah,
and
it's
Disney on your
Disney.
back.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, and I don't know. I am a bit nervous for it because I know the way that Kingdom Hearts 3 was received. Um, but I have hope that they listened and they're gonna like fix the things. But yeah, ever since Kingdom Hearts 3, it's like they're going for a more like realistic art style to it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Compared to what it used to be.
I mean, it's kind of interesting considering you have Donald Duck and Goofy.
Yeah, and even stuff like look at Sora's shoes. Have, you know what his shoes used to look like, right?
Were they very bootsy?
Can you pull up uh a picture of Sora from Kingdom Hearts 1?
Sora from Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts 1, but mainly his feet.
Oh,
Is that what you want?
yeah. Yeah,
Y-
just get like a full body image of him.
Okay. Yeah, you want his feet.
Oh, okay, you know what? Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Okay,
Look how
Tarantino.
goofy that. Okay, you know what? You
Yeah, I
see how
mean,
like goofy the art style was back then?
yeah, it was very fun. Is that how it was in Kingdom Hearts 3?
Kingdom Hearts 3 is more akin to 4, the newest screenshots where it's like way more realistic. But if I remember correctly, it was still like vaguely cartoony. I'm not sure. The
Still looks
Kingdom
like
Hearts game I played the most
still
was
looks
Rechain,
very
so
playful,
yeah.
but I don't. This is him by himself. Is this still Sora?
Yeah, that's Sora.
Yeah. See, in all these screenshots, he's by himself. The only Disney reference that we get in this is Mickey right here. No.
I was about to say, and he's like, yeah, he's the only one there, and there's no like Donald or Goofy with him right now. I can honestly not even remember 3 that well. Yes.
What an interesting franchise.
Are you gonna play it?
Yeah, if we do a stream where I play all three of them,
Hmm.
then maybe I'll
Well,
consider it.
there's more than 3, right?
Yes, I'm not playing the spin-offs. Fuck that. I don't
You
have the
gotta
time
play
for
them
that.
though.
No, no.
Can I
What do I have to play them to know the story?
can I add one for you to play?
What is it?
Kingdom Hearts Rechain, my favorite.
Is that not just like the bundle or like a director's cut?
It's its own. I mean, it's in the bundle,
Oh my gosh. What is it like Kingdom Hearts like 2.5?
Yeah, it's in that type of bundle where it's well 2. Yeah,
Whatever.
there's a lot with this franchise.
Whatever. No. I'm not playing all of that. I mean, I barely want to play one.
Wow.
That's not to say
3K is fun though.
I don't like this type of game. It's just
Mhm.
that
It's
it's
so
it's a
much.
lot. It's a lot
Yeah.
to get into. And it's such a niche thing.
Mhm.
But like nowadays it's so popular because it's like it's Square Enix and Final Fantasy and Disney and what's bigger than that? But it's
Mhm.
still, even all that considering, is just a lot to consider, a lot to invest in.
Mhm.
All right, Casey, I don't know if you know about this next topic.
What is this about to be?
Super Smash Bros.
Oh,
Has a dating website. Do you know about this?
what? I did not know about this.
Yes,
It's
there's a dating app or dating website called Smash Together
it's called
that was supposed to
Smash
release
Together.
today, May 15th, Thursday, May 15th. It was called Smash Together. Yep, this is a real thing. It was a Super Smash Bros. Dating website, whatever you want to call it, called Smash Together that was
It's
supposed to
not a
release
joke.
today. No, this is not a joke. Except that today of recording, it was these people behind this project were sent a cease and desist. So unfortunately, this is no longer a thing. But
No,
yes, introducing
no.
Smash Together, the premium dating site for Super Smash Bros. Enjoyers of all kinds. Meet your dream doubles partner in or out of Smash with our robust matchmaking algorithm tailored to connect you with your ideal Smash.
What kind of algorithm? Like, are they going off mains?
I mean, if you look at this profile, this guy has like a little NES symbol next to his name. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like, it's the same thing with like astrology, you know. It's like, it's like you're not compatible with certain people. So if I'm like a Samus main
Mhm.
and I'm talking to someone that's probably like a Fox McCloud main, probably
Mhm.
not compatible. That's probably
Right.
what they're doing in here. Look, Dexter. Oh, these are people that he's gone up against and won. High level NES player from Maryland looking for a doubles partner on and off the battlefield.
Whoa.
I mean, hey, they had something going.
I I mean, this was certainly an idea.
You're telling me that you wouldn't have hopped on this?
I don't think I'd match with anybody as a Sonic main.
Oh, is that the concern? Well, let's think about it. Who would a Sonic person match with? Like, well, we first got to consider what is the core of Sonic. You know, what kind of person is Sonic? You know, like
An
energetic. You know,
well, I think
charismatic.
I think it's really telling that whenever I played Smash with other people, random people, and I picked Sonic, I think all of them groaned. So I think that's really telling about.
I think you're overselling yourself. I think no one wants to be matched with a Sonic fan, and
Other than other Sonic fans.
you know what? I was really disappointed that this did get a cease and desist. I thought that this could have been a really interesting thing. And
Mhm.
specifically for you, I thought that you could have really taken advantage of this. But the fact that you were gonna just do the same thing that this guy did, and just make yourself a Nest main, but Sonic. That would probably just only bring despair for you, and I'm sorry to admit that to you, but that's probably the most realistic scenario for yourself, and I'm sorry to have to bring that to
I,
your attention.
it's fine. As a Sonic man, I've heard it all before.
Probably. All right, Casey. Those were just a bunch of just whatever news, but we still have one thing that I want to focus on, and it's probably the most relevant thing that is probably in all of our faces, whether or not you are a video game player or not. There's a prevalent issue that we are all facing. But before we get to that, Casey,
Hmm.
do you know what time it is?
What time is it?
It is time for the ladder. That's right, Casey. Welcome.
What?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our game show within a show. I am your host, Happy. Here today, I'm here with our contestant, Casey. Casey, would you like to say anything?
I'm scared.
Casey, this is what we like to call the ladder. The ladder
Uh-huh.
has a series of words. They're all going to correspond to one video game. Okay? Each
Okay.
word is going to be less and less vague as we reveal. After each word, you're able to give one guess to
Mm.
a video game.
Okay.
Are you ready?
All right. So a word's gonna pop up. We're gonna have to guess the video game based off the VEG.
I will give you one. I will reveal one word at a time,
Okay.
and you will guess a video game. And if you are wrong, we'll go on to the next word. Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's do this.
Your first word is platform.
Mario.
Your next word, stage.
Super Smash Bros. Am I playing this right?
Yes, I need you to be
Okay.
specific.
Okay. Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, oh shit.
Son of a bitch. You know what? I thought I was making it hard, because I went, stage, items, franchise, all these games. There's so many games I could have. What the fuck? Anyways,
We just talked about the Smash dating apps.
that's so true. I did not even think about that. I really fucked up. Anyways, oh well, this has been the ladder. I am your host, Happy, and this has been our first game show. All right. Thank you, Casey. Casey, got anything to say?
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you next week. That was our game show segment.
Oh
Anyways,
my god.
on to the next story. Let's talk about the PS5. All right.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation in general. Tariffs. All right. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot that's been going on. The Xbox recently just announced that they were going to be doing their own. They were going to be increasing the prices of the Xbox.
Right.
And PlayStation, we've all been thinking about what is PlayStation going to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And just recently, through, where is it at? Polygon. Yeah, Polygon recently made an article talking about this, and I think it's an interesting thing that we have to address in this industry because Xbox has already made this jump. The Xbox
Mhm.
Series S, the terabyte, was originally 350 and it jumped to 430.
Mhm.
That is what is that? Do the math for me. An $80 increase.
Yeah, it's insane.
But see that, and you got to think about it relatively, that that was a $380 console originally, or
Mhm.
$350 console originally, and it is now a 430. What does a $700 PS5 Pro go to after tariffs? And well, let's look at this article. Presenting Sony's latest financial report to investors on Wednesday, this comes from Polygon. Executives at the company were inevitably asked about the impact of President Donald Trump's tariffs on the business and how they were going to respond. They had a number of different answers, including raising prices and, incredibly, they did not miss they did not dismiss the idea of manufacturing PlayStation 5 in the US out of hand. Gaming consoles can be produced locally. I think that would be an efficient strategy, said Sony president and CEO of Hiroki Totoki. Sorry if I
Uh,
butchered that.
mhm.
Whether PS5 is going to be manufactured in the US or not needs to be considered. It's a remarkable statement since it would likely take years and serious investment for Sony to create manufacturing capability for PS5 in America. But Totoki's words are a sign that in the current unpredictable situation, nothing is off the table and no ideas are bad ideas. It seems like, at least for the US, where this whole thing is stemming from, um, it's not necessarily a concern just yet, but it does seem like there is an opportunity to say it in the worst case scenario, they're looking at it as an opportunity of we can do it.
Mhm.
You know, we're looking at the Xbox Series X is now at a $600 price tag. The PlayStation 5 Pro is 700. So only
Yeah.
$100 difference, but a significantly upgrade towards those other two consoles. So when does this happen for PlayStation?
Mhm.
Because to me, it seems like this is literally any day now where they're going to
Yeah.
just absolutely jump onto this whole thing of whether or not it affects them actually, the tariffs, that they can
Mhm.
still just rise up their prices because who are they going to compete with?
Right.
Xbox.
There's
Xbox has already proven that they can't sell consoles.
Mhm.
That's not me saying that I'm anti Xbox. It's just that they have proven that Xbox cannot sell their consoles,
Mhm.
and PlayStation is just they are selling their consoles but at a cheaper price. So why not?
Right. There's like no competition for it.
Absolutely not. And the question I have now is, when does this happen? And is now the best time to buy PlayStation 5 Pro?
Mhm.
Because if you think about it, like I'm thinking about GTA 6, all right?
Yeah, that's mhm.
I want to play the best version of GTA 6, and we know that that game is not going to be on PC day one. They never do. And I think they've already announced that it's not going to be on PC. So
Mhm.
I want to play the best version of GTA 6, and that clearly is right now PS5 Pro.
Mhm.
PS5 Pro right now is $700. That's a lot. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, without the disk drive.
D- Is there multiple versions of the Pro?
No, there's There's the Pro, but it never comes with the disc drive. You have to buy that separately.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an expensive product, and they have everything to justify, not really justify them, but we would, especially after all the news that we've heard with like Xbox and everything, we wouldn't be surprised that PlayStation was raising the price of it
Right.
anymore. So, is the PS5 Pro becoming more appetizing? And is
Hmm.
PlayStation playing into the hand that they are going to be able to sell their systems more because of this whole narrative around the tariffs and Xbox's reaction to the tariffs? Because again, let's be honest, Xbox is not selling systems, and they know this because Forza just came out the other week on PlayStation. They're putting their
Yeah.
games on PlayStation. Their systems are not selling. They're becoming more of a service company day and day, and that makes Xbox feel a little more and more weak. So while Xbox currently, based on what they were doing like a year ago, is making more and more money from them putting their games on PlayStation, they're making less and less money off of hardware. And it seems like as a result of that, that probably going further, Xbox is going to be less dependent on hardware, and it's really going to come down to just PlayStation and Nintendo, who are already completely opposite and doing their own things.
Right.
So if that's the case, then Sony, PlayStation are going to have a hold on the market. But is that not relevant right now? We're seeing this happen in real time.
Hmm.
This the Xbox Series X that is equivalent to the PlayStation 5 is now 200. No. Well, if you get the PlayStation without the disc drive, the base PS5 without the disc drive, that is $200 more.
Hmm.
That's insane.
Right. No one's gonna want to get it. No one's-
No one, especially when
yeah.
the Xbox games are going to be on PlayStation. We're already seeing that. We got Sea of Thieves, we got Forza, we got Indiana Jones, and we're
We're-
getting Gears of War.
Yeah.
So why doesn't PlayStation raise their prices? They have literally, this is so anti-consumer, but they literally have kind of like everything that they have going for them to just do it.
Hmm.
You know, it's not going to be surprising. Xbox already did it, tariffs, but they're not doing it right now, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
And Ryan McCaffrey over at IGN, before the day before Xbox announced it, Ryan McCaffrey, he hosts the Xbox podcast of IGN.
Hmm.
He went out and posted on X that the that he wanted a PS4 or PS5 Pro, and that he was thinking about it for a long time, and he finally made the jump because of what Xbox did. He was like, "Oh shit, okay, Xbox is raising the prices. PS5 Pro, I'm gonna go get it now."
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess, it makes me consider. I want to play the best version of GTA,
Hmm.
and I want the PS5, but do I want to pay $900, maybe 1,000 for the PS5 Pro? I don't know. It's interesting.
Hmm.
Are you willing to pay that?
I honestly, I'm not kidding. This past week, I've been going back and forth on whether or not I wanted to get in and pull the trigger. The thing that's stopping me right now is the potential of when the PS6 would be announced.
I don't think we got to worry about that right now. Okay, I don't have any reason other than GTA 6 to buy the PS5 Pro.
Right.
But then again, the footage that we saw, they they apparently recorded it on a base PS5.
Hmm.
So, I mean,
It,
that's
it looked
fun.
amazing for being on the base PS5.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at the trailer right now, but like, do we need a PS5 Pro for this?
I was gonna say, I feel like I don't know. Do you think it's gonna be like 30 FPS on the base PS5?
No, they gotta have a performance mode, right?
Because I heard rumors that they might only have the 30. I mean, Red Dead 2 is only 30 on PlayStation, right?
Is it? I mean, what that was a PS4 game.
Yeah, but I don't think they have a PS5 version, do they?
Sure, but this is a PS5 game.
That's true. But even the stuff like how the bottles, like the liquid is
Yeah,
like moving
the
inside of it, the
bubbles.
bubbles. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's. I'm definitely going to buy one. I
you are.
because GTA 5 is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm a big GTA person. Are you a fan of GTA?
I've only played a little bit of GTA 5 and that's it.
That's it. Yeah. See, I got GTA 4, but I played GTA 3 on my iPad back in like 2012 or whatever.
Hmm.
But GTA 4 was, I mean, that changed my life. And then I was looking forward to GTA 5. I mean, I got the Game Informer magazine and I was like, oh my God, they got ATVs and they got like a city and a mountain range, the country and whatever. They got both of these going on. And it was like, oh my God, this is so interesting. This looks so good.
Hmm.
So, like,
I was.
I am not just someone that's like just hyped about this game. I'm a GTA fan that is like, this is what I'm looking forward to. This is awesome.
Mhm.
This is everything. Look at that. They got the PS4 controllers. Those are literally PS4 controllers. Wait, hold on. I want to go back.
You know,
I saw this earlier.
it's a PS4 controller.
Yeah, that is straight up a PS4 controller. But like, wait, oh, when he comes down, there's literally a raccoon getting into the garbage right here, and then it goes to like a wide shot right here, and the raccoon is still like he's getting in the garbage. Oh my gosh,
That's
whatever.
cool.
But yeah, I think it's an interesting just how these consoles are what the conversation about these nowadays.
Hmm.
It's scary because
Hmm.
like at this point this life span of these consoles, they should be dropping in price, and yet they're
Hmm.
raising in price. So is today right now currently on May 15th of 2025, is this the best time to pick up a PS5 Pro?
Hmm.
Because besides GTA that we're seeing, you got Ghost of Yote coming out. You got Death of
That's training.
Stranding, Death Stranding 2 coming out.
Hmm.
Is it is it a terrible idea? Because originally when the PS5 Pro came out, I think we all looked at it and be like, okay,
Hmm.
whatever. But now it's
It's looking
making it
promising.
it's making an interesting case to maybe pick up. It's got the
Yeah.
pisser, you know the pisser,
What?
the PSSR. They're basically like
What does that do? Because I saw it was on there as like one of the specs, but I didn't know what
it's
it
like
actually is.
DLSR,
Oh, okay.
but the PlayStation version.
Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. We'll see how this shakes out. But Casey, we are running a little late,
Hmm.
but there is still a couple things I want to do. We had a show and tell. I had something that I wanted to show, and I can't remember what it was.
Like
Oh,
physically?
yes, I didn't tell you about this. Um, I was telling you kind of a while back about how with blueprints
Hmm.
that I was taking notes. So
Yeah.
I have right here my gaming journal for this year, and I just
Hmm.
want to show you that when I was playing Blueprints, I went psycho, and
Oh my god.
I was
It's act-
taking notes. I was writing all these things, and like I was writing down. I had a layout of the building. I
oh
had a
my
grid of
god.
all the rooms, and I was writing down like all the letters. It was like, what did these mean? And then I was writing down all the room types and all the things that I found in the rooms.
That is actually insane.
I was getting real into it. Yeah, I mean, all the rooms, just me writing down, and then there's even more notes in the back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
I thought Blueprints was such a good game.
Yeah, I mean, did you beat it?
I'm at the I can beat it because I've unlocked a when you get to the basement, you're at the like turning.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've turned the things, I've went inside, I've activated what I needed to activate, and I came back, and that's where I'm at.
So you
And I
haven't
really
gotten
wish,
to room 46 yet.
right, no, but it's
Hey,
over.
you
I
gotta get
really
there.
wish I wrote things down.
Yeah, I mean, it helps a lot. I've never done that for a video game either. There's a lot of video games that like kind of require that, but
Hmm.
I mean, what a fucking cool game.
Hmm.
Like even the room 46 is not even like the main goal of the game. Like that's how you roll credits, but
Hmm.
the mystery behind the world is so full of backstory and events that you find and unravel throughout the journey that for the objective of the game don't really matter, but for the narrative of it all make you want to kind of like unravel more. And if you are someone that's playing that game that is even remotely interested in the story, investing into unraveling the story and the world of that game also comes with learning about the game in terms of the game aspect, the game mechanics and everything. So it's like if you're
Hmm.
learning about like if you're unraveling the story, you're going to learn more about this building and how to strategize, how you're going to do. And so there's so much more to unravel more than just getting to the room 46. But if you choose to kind of go deeper into everything else, I think it does help into the game and where you or how you go about playing the game, which is such
Hmm.
a, a weird. It's weird to play a game like that where like the narrative is really driving how you play the game. It's
Yeah,
so fascinating, and there's not a lot of games like that. You gonna beat it? You gonna get to room 46?
I will do that. Actually, I've been meaning to. There have been I so in preparation because Doom: The Dark Ages came out today. I've been playing the Dooms because I want to get a
I have
feel of
to.
it.
I
You
was
have
gonna
to.
get to that. Yeah, I was gonna get to that at the
Hmm.
end.
Hmm. So if you want, we can save it for that then.
No, I mean it's fine. We're here at the end. I just want to get to our wish list real quick. This
Yeah.
segment of the show where we just kind of just highlight a game that's on our wish list that you probably wouldn't see or hear in the more popular news channels. So we just pick a game from our wish list in which we just talk about for a little bit and just kind of maybe put it on your radar. So I have a game that
Hmm.
comes from developer Screaming Villains or Villains. I think it might be Villains. I didn't even think about
Villains.
that. Oh, This is
Oh, villain.
called this is called what was it called? Night Trap. I literally so this literally just came up on my radar today. So if you're looking at the screen, this looks like it's probably just a movie, but it's not. So today I went to our local video game rental store, and there was a limited runs physical version of this game for the PS5 that I saw, and it was like $150 because limited run did a run for this game. And the description goes, originally developed by Digital Pictures in 1987 and released in 1992, Night Trap has been completely rebuilt, bringing it to a level of video quality never before seen. So this is like the 25th anniversary edition. Night Trap tells the story of five teenage girls spending the weekend at the Martin home. As a member of the Special Control Attack Team, terrible name, your job is to monitor the home and protect the girls using an intricate system of cameras and traps as it is being invaded by vampires. Night Trap 25th Anniversary Edition also includes new features such as deleted scenes, two documentaries, an all new theater that allows you to watch all related videos uninterrupted, a new mode with online functionality called Survivor. I lost my that will test your skills at trapping intruders and behind the scenes of production images. For the first time ever, the unreleased prototype scene of the crime will be fully playable and include the Night Trap 25th Anniversary Edition. So, I don't know. As someone that's like a big fan of like 80s horror, this was doing a lot for me. It's first off, it's the 80s, right?
Mhm.
It's five girls in the 80s having a good time and then being invaded by vampires. I mean, come on. This is so up my alley. This feels like some supermassive type shit, but like with real things. I mean, this thing, it said it was developed in 1987, but released in 1992. So this thing is almost 40 years old,
Oh my god.
and you don't see stuff like this. I mean, just look at it. It's literally it's like Bandersnatch. You remember Bandersnatch on Netflix? That
I
might
do
be
not.
it.
Oh wait, was that one episode from
From yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I can't remember it, but
I'm
I think I
blanking
know what
on
you're talking about.
yeah, yeah.
Was it Black Mirror?
Black Mirror, that's what it's
Yeah. Okay,
called.
that's what it was. Hmm.
Yeah. This I mean, it doesn't look like a video game, but apparently it is. It gives me vibes of if we go like it gives me like what the gameplay actually is. It's like Five Nights at Freddy's where you're switching back between cameras within this house of that was actually filmed in. So based on I don't know how intricate it is, but it's got very positive ratings, and I think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna bring up.
Oh, is it the one I put up?
Yeah, you wanna go ahead and tell a little bit about this?
Yeah. So this is a game called No, I Am Not Human. The developer is Trioscaz. I don't even know how to say that. Trioscaz had a game called Violent Horror Stories Anthology, and this game was one of the ones in that anthology. But people liked it so much that they're making a game just around it. And it's basically like do you know like the Mandela catalog, that type of horror?
I think so.
It's like that where it's like humans that are not humans. But the whole thing is I think there are these people that like come from the ground and they're basically trying to kill, and you kind of people come to you to stay at your place, but you kind of have to like decipher whether or not they're actually human or not. And the more the game continues, the more it gives you signs like to check their nails, to check their eyes. Um, but yeah, I remember seeing the original game from the anthology and the art style, and it's just so creepy and like when you find out if someone's not a human, you actually have to like kill them, and it's like brutal. And it hasn't come out yet. I think it's slated to release, I think this year, because I thought I saw a trailer for that. But I've been pretty excited about this. This has been on my radar for a while now.
No, it definitely looks cool.
Hmm.
I like the art style.
Yeah,
It's got this it seems like it's doing a lot with the art style where there's like a lot of like gosh, I don't even know how to describe it because there's a lot of 3D stuff going on, and then there's like a
hmm,
yeah, it's kind of hard. It kind of looks like a point and click adventure, but then it
yeah.
also feels 3D at the same time.
It's definitely unique. I don't know too many games that look like this at all.
No, definitely.
Even like looking at the screenshots. Hmm. So yeah, that's the game I wanted to highlight. I'm pretty excited for this.
Yeah, it looks cool. All right, well, those are two games. You could definitely check those out. I think they are definitely games. I mean, oh, this one's coming soon. We don't know which
Yeah,
one. We don't know when it's coming out, but you got one of those games that's been out for at least what was it? 30 years.
yeah, like 30
30
or 40
33
years.
years.
Hmm.
There we have it. All right, Casey. We're here at the end.
Hmm.
There's a lot going on. We got a couple games that we have coming up, especially with the Switch 2 reveal, which is coming up real
Hmm.
soon. And hopefully, we're going to get Jerica on that show in
Hmm.
about 2 weeks, the week before the Switch
Yeah.
2 launch, where we'll talk about the just what how we're planning on playing our first week with the Switch and what we expect the Switch launch leading up to the end of the year will look like, and we'll go from there and see how things turn out. But first, before we end the show, what are we playing? What are we looking forward to? Because of course today, March 15th, we got we got Doom. Doom comes out
Hmm.
today. Is there anything else, or you want to talk more about Doom, or is there anything else you want to talk about?
I I played a little bit of the new Doom: The Dark Ages. I'm liking it a lot. I wasn't the biggest fan of Doom Eternal.
Yeah, I feel like that's what a lot of people say, where it was kind of like a not necessarily a step back, but just kind of different from the Doom formula.
Hmm. And yeah, there's like a setting in Doom: The Dark Ages where you can just like crank up the speed, and I'm literally having a blast with it.
It's
I
good.
think it's a lot of fun. I know it had like a horrible PC launch, I think.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
apparently
I
people
saw
were
that
saying,
the early release. People paid for the early release, and the early release did not happen the
yeah.
way people like it didn't launch right, so people who paid money for the early release couldn't play it early, which is
Hmm.
what do you even do about that? Do you give them the money back? I mean, what
I was
what
gonna,
can you
dude, that was
possibly
like
do?
$100.
Yeah.
So I don't, yeah.
Well, yes, we'll definitely be playing Doom. I'm definitely gonna be jumping into it soon here. I still got complete Clay Obscure. Where are you at on that?
Ooh, I'm not that far in it. I'm like I wouldn't even say decent away from it, but I've been having fun with it. I think it's good. It's definitely its turn based is definitely really fun and unique, and I kind of hope more games do something like that. Um, but yeah, it's fun, definitely.
Well, there you have it. Our very first episode of Press Reset. Hope you enjoyed it. We definitely butchered a lot, but this
It
is the
is the
first
first
one.
episode. Yeah.
Exactly. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna get better. This is all gonna
Mhm.
be fun. We got Doom to look forward to next week. So maybe if Casey beats it, we'll hear Casey review it on a scale of how he ranks and just views
Mhm.
Doom the Dark Age.
Yeah, Doom the Dark Ages.
Doom the Dark Ages. So look forward to that. Otherwise, this has been Press Reset. I've been your host, Happy. I think we've settled on that. And
Mhm.
this has been Casey, and we'll see you next week.
Yep.